Doing wrong is like a joke to a fool, but wisdom is pleasure to a man of understanding.
Woo! Doing wrong is like a joke to a fool, but what?
But wisdom is a pleasure to a man of understanding.
But wisdom is pleasure to a man of understanding. Okay, what'd you come up with? What'd y'all talk about?
Well, first off, like it was kind of like self-explanatory. Like for those who aren't living right, you know, doing wrong, it's just like a part of daily life. You know, you just do it because everybody else is doing it. But like when you actually like living, like trying to live right, or you know, you got a like you said, a goal, whatever. Like when you actually do something right, it's like a real wonderful feeling. You know what I mean? So yeah.
What does that look like? Give me an example of what that looks like in real life. Like we live in real life. Right? What's that? Have you seen somebody who takes, what does it say? Read it again. You closed. I closed mine too. That's why I hope you had yours open. I'm quick. I got it. It's 10:23. You slow. No, I'm slow. What? Here we go. Doing wrong is like a joke to a fool. You ever see somebody and seriously, in high school or in your school that does something stupid and they get called out by the teacher, but they laugh about it like, I don't care.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking in real life. You ever see that person in your class?
Class con.
Your teacher may say, who was the first African American?
That's not gonna work.
Oh no. Oh no.
I think the battery died.
Yes, it did. Okay. Yeah, Jonathan, can you ask for can you? Yeah, no, here. It's in my room. 259. A black power cord. Please get that for me. You know, somebody may say, who's the first? Who's the first, like, you know, black president? John. Man, I don't know. Shoot, I don't care. Ha 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 ha. Do you see what I'm saying? A fool thinks his folly is a joke. No, you're stupid. You're acting stupid. You're not paying attention in class. You shouldn't laugh at that. You're lacking character. If you don't know, you say, Miss Johnson, I don't know. Man, I don't care about that. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Have you seen that? Have you seen that played out? Doing wrong is like a joke to a fool. They don't care. They don't care about their consequences. They don't care if they're getting called out for wearing their pants down too low. Or they got the girl got the scarf on her head walking through the hall. Man, I don't care. Shoot. Doing wrong is like a joke to a fool. But what does it say? But wisdom is pleasure to a man of understanding. We're dealing with character. Yes, sir.
Well, my personal testimony.
You have to speak louder.
My personal testimony was sex. I knew it was wrong, but I kept doing it. And to me, that was, I mean, it was fun. I was the guy who, oh, James not going to do it till he get married. And I got caught up in pleasing everybody else. I ended up giving it to it. So, I mean, and once it happened, it was a thing where it was like, man, I can't live without this. So, you know, every so often it's happening. And I knew it was wrong, but that was pleasurable for me until finally it hit me. It was like, you know, this, you're not going nowhere with this. You know this is wrong, and now you got soul ties with so many people, and you stuck with that for the rest of your life. That's my consequence. People don't think about that, but that's your consequence. You're going to get married, and your wife got soul ties now with you and all the other people. And once I found Christ, well, I was battling between both, you know, going back and forth. And once I finally just gave it all up, and I started reading my word every day and really living for Christ, I found that God, my Bible, is so much better than sex and all the other wrong I was doing. So it's once I found that thing that fills me up, the same that I was looking for in sex, that just like changed my whole perspective. I don't need this. I don't need alcohol or drugs, none of that to be full or be happy. So I don't need any of that to please me. Once I get my Bible, that's all I need, one thing. So,
what did you all, because I gave you all kind of like 8 verses, but the last 2 that I gave you that went along with this group, tell me what you all got out of.
We got that a foolish person will kind of laugh and they'll make light of what the foolish things that they do, and they'll find pleasure in the wrong things, but a wise person will find pleasure in the right things, and they'll be pleased with the good things they do.
And once again, y'all, we dealing with character, the way that you act, the way that you behave. What was you all's verse in the back? Okay, can you read that and give me a little bit of what you got out of it?
It says a fool is quick-tempered, but a wise person stays calm when insulted.
Say that slowly one more time.
A fool is quick-tempered, but a wise person stays calm when insulted. It means don't be so quick to act negatively. Think about what God really wanted you to do before you act.
Now for me, remember I said, so flip it and give that to me in real life terms.
When people cut me off and while I'm driving, I'm so quick to like curse them out and blow my horn, but rather than me just not acting on it or just don't.
Let me read my version. I love this version too. The same one. It says, the vexation of a fool is known at once, but the prudent ignores an insult. The vexation of a fool is known at once. No, you didn't just step on my foot. Okay? So give me some more. I love that verse. Just like I love the pig snout one that we just looked at. That is Proverbs 12:6. Somebody give me another real life and how we as believers should act differently in that. The vexation of a fool is known at once, but the prudent ignores an insult. Talking about character. Yeah, 12:16.
I can hear that.
Don't give a long, crazy one.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm a part of an organization at school, and I was told by our business manager to send out an email about an art gallery that we had going on, and because I did not acknowledge the president of the organization, I was blasted all over Facebook for being out of order. But instead of going back and forth on Facebook, I decided that it would be best for me to acknowledge him one-on-one, face-to-face. Versus just, my flesh was like, I don't know. It's not just blasting all over Facebook. Okay, I'm going to show him how I feel. But instead of doing that, I called him out to the side and was, hey, I was given instructions to do this. And so the next time, I would really appreciate it if you come to me versus going to Facebook and telling the world, how you felt about something that I did that I made no more about.
So you're thinking about your actions. A person with godly character, they think about how they carry themselves, whether they are in church, at Second Wind, on the basketball court, hanging out with their friends. How you perceive yourself and all those things, they do matter. And like I said, I love looking at Proverbs. Proverbs always presents this duality of character. This person does this person does that. So the question I want to ask you all, as you continue to go through the conference looking at God's Word, what person or how do you want to be remembered, or what do you want to be known as? Because my last point, and Brother Daniel, your clicker went out because my computer went dead. So I am gonna. No, for some reason it's not. My buttons aren't working. But my last point. So not only do we contend for godly character because we are imitators of God. There's a war within. But we need to contend for godly character because your character lasts long after you are gone. The person that you are lasts long after you're gone. Whether you leave this room or you leave this earth, how you carry yourself will live on. When you are dead and gone, how do you want people to remember you? Do you want them to remember you as a slacker, as a girl who was promiscuous, as a person that didn't care about other people's feelings, as an arrogant person, prideful? How do you want to be perceived in this life? Do you want to be this generation of higher ground and second wind that come to the conference every year and running around the halls and staying up after curfew and trying to get with this person? Girls running around with pajamas on, that's a vexation for me, right? Running around with their pajamas on in the middle of the hall. Or do you want to be known as